It's the motherfucking weekend review. It's the weekend review. Welcome everyone to Big Time Blazers. It's time for your weekend review for the Portland Trailblazers, aka the NBA losers and NBA draft lottery potential winners. We have highlights rolling up here. We have an overhead projector that's fake right here. We have a desk that's quite real right in front of us. I say that to say this. Let's get into the tape. Roll the tape. Quarter starts a little rough and sluggish offensively for the Blazers. You see Scoot get a basket here. With about 2.5 minutes, they start to make it a little bit closer and becomes a back and forth affair. That ends on a Jabari Walker corner 3 buzzer beater to end the first quarter. The second quarter was a strong one for the Blazers as they had great shooting and they forced a lot of turnovers, really clamped down on defense. They ended up finishing the quarter with a plus 18-point differential and went in strong into halftime. After taking an 8-point lead into halftime, the Blazers had an up-and-down third quarter that ended on an OKC run, getting a few buckets to close the gap, and Chet Holmgren playing good defense and getting some blocks.
This sucks. Yeah, me.
The fourth quarter was full of some great ball by the Blazers that ended up being negated by the refs. We had Anthony Simons hitting a clutch 3 that got us down to the wire, which ultimately ended up in a double technical, costing the Blazers the game.
Thunder stunt. They want a foul. Brogdon has some timeouts. He got away with a double dribble or no? Phillips trying to call timeout. He's lined up on Brandon Schwab and he got teed up.
Somebody please take my life. Portland suffered another frustratingly close loss, which does bode well for their draft odds, but can be demoralizing for the team as a whole. Seeing a competitive team is a good sign. Players like Scoot Henderson, Jabari Walker, Jeremy Grant, and others excelling is something you do want to see. Let's be very clear, Malcolm Brogdon did call a timeout and the refs did not award it. Instead, they tossed Chauncey Billups like a prison house salad. Enough about that panty-wadding loss. Let's go to the Wednesday's game against the Houston Rockets and see what we had in the film room. Anthony Simons was 13 of 20 on the night, with only a few buckets coming in the first period. Jeremy Grant hit 1 of 3 early, but got to the charity stripe and hit 4 of 5, including getting fouled on a tray ball. Scoot Henderson was able to rev his muscly engine early, including some nice shots in traffic. The quarter ended nearly knotted up as the Rockets ended with a 31-30 lead. Ayton hit 3 of 5 in the second period as his finesse game was working wonders down low. When his shot is falling, he's much more engaged, especially you see that on the offensive glass. Brogdon put up 5 shots in the second, hitting 3 and getting his own good looks at the cup. Malcolm got a good look on the baseline step back to end the quarter, but came up just shy. Blazers end the half down 6. Inferno was the story in the third, going 6 of 8 and helping the Trailblazers get on track in the second half. Flanked by some very timely and hot shooting from Matisse Thybulle, they were able to eke out a 2-point lead heading into the final period in Houston, Texas at the Toyota Center. The fourth was a real barn burner as both teams exchanged blows, not sexually to my knowledge, and leads throughout. The story of the game, and quite truthfully the pinnacle of basketball fandom, came late in the game as Brogdon and Jeremy did the Rockets dirty, as is Blazers tradition.
Seconds remaining in the game, and the Blazers are down 4. Simons loses it, gets it back now to Grant in the corner. Brogdon contested 3.
Gotta get it in. Gotta be a 3.
They have to get this ball inbounded. They're out of timeouts. They throw it to Grant. Grant runs up for 3. Look at it, tied up, and he banked it in. He banked it in.
Oh God.
The Blazers were able to take that momentum and mix together a nice little nightcap, controlling the overtime period basically from start to finish. This game is a nice palate cleanser coming off of the buttfuckery in OKC with the last-second tragic defeat. Thanks for joining our week in review so far, and please come back Monday for part 2 of the week in review. That rhymed. Nice.